This is Bug Catcher, a game for catching bugs and figuring out how they work. And no, not those bugs, silly. These bugs. The ones that cause developers much pain and an existential crisis that they have always had to deal with. There's no need to worry about security here. We take security very seriously, and we'll always make sure that your data is protected. Come to the home page, click level 1, and start debugging your code. Here you will find a code editor along with a live chat box to chat with anybody else online in the application that will allow you to have help and get help for things that you need. When you submit your guess, it will tell you whether you're right or wrong in live time, and when you get it correct, you will just click the top left logo to take you back to the dashboard. Getting back to the dashboard, you will see that the level that you have just completed has been grayed out and you can no longer click on it. Don't be worried about being forced in dark mode. There's a built-in light mode and dark mode that can easily be switched by pressing the button in the bottom right corner. Alright, so this is the code base of our project. It's written in FastAPI, Python FastAPI, and uses encryption and login managers and stuff to basically manage logins. There's the routes for stuff, the sign up and login, post and get requests. There's a logout request. Dashboard's just loaded very simply. It gets the statistics of the user along with, this is the level page, sends all the stuff through in a dictionary. And this is WebSockets and that's how they're communicated with the server's WebSockets. How levels are stored is they're stored in a 1.py, so like level 1 will be 1.py, and then its message, the thing that's displayed on the web page, will be stored in here, and then the answer for it's also in 1.answer. The config file is pretty simple. It's just one thing as of right now. Then there's CRUD. This is what makes the sessions for the engines and everything else to run the database. There's Flash, which will basically flash messages onto the screen. So like if you get your password wrong or something, or your email is already used or something like that, then it will flash it onto the screen. The lib library is just, different library things that we need that don't really go in a file. They're just kind of things to use. This is the main game file. It checks basically if this is the check for it, see if they're right. This adds a win to them, and then this gets their stats. This is the models of it, so this is the user. We store their ID, name, username, and their terms of service agreement, along with this is the game. So just basically it's an ID, which is associated with this, along with levels 1 through 16, which are just a string of true or false. My message is basically just those different things. That's the database. Then users, this is where the user is created, right here, and just inserts all the data. This is the check user, so it will check if the username's already been used. We'll check if the email has already been used, and then it will check the length of the username, and then it will also verify that the email exists. Along with this is when you log in. This is what will check your password and verify that you're properly using things. Template, we use the templating language called Jinja 2. They are stored in templates. You got like the dashboard. Basically it's just like different if statements to do different things, different variables are shoved into different places. Login page, fairly simple. It's just forms, not very much. Then here's where the things are done at. Basically uses your requests to store them, and then it will just use it will just put a paragraph inside of an alert to let you know, hey, you're not correct. There's static stuff, so like level.js, this is what drives the WebSocket format of everything else.